SGA and the Thunder just got Anthony Edwards up out the paint with a gentleman sweep, and Converse did exactly what you're supposed to do. Troll hard. What's up, y'all? I'm Derek, the marketing point guard, and stepping out away from the short form and getting into long form a little bit because I really want to talk about what's going on with Converse, Adidas, and the sneaker brand wars that are happening right now in real time. So if you like what you see here today, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the page. Looking to bring some more of this in-depth breakdowns for you along with the short form kind of quick content. Let's get to it. So last night, SGA and the Thunder took out the Timberwolves in 5, and Converse was ready. They dropped their petty ad right on social media, kind of trolling Adidas and Ant. You see they got the Ant obviously featured in there, but where it gets creative is the copywriting, and they took some shots at the Believe That campaign, which has been universally praised and acclaimed from Adidas and how they rolled out Anthony Edwards' first signature shoe campaign. So now we got Converse, who's starting to build momentum for Shay, kind of poking fun at Adidas. Some petty lines like unbelievable, which is kind of a layup. And then in the caption, they went with not too hard to believe. So they're really just kind of playing on that believe, and making their own twist on it, which is fun. And I think that's what this game has really become about. Adidas they didn't create this, but they've been setting the tempo with how they promoted Anthony Edwards throughout this whole playoffs and his whole rise. They've taken shots at the Lakers and LeBron when they eliminated them. Not as much targeted towards Under Armour and Steph Curry, mostly because of his injury. But, they was ready to go with the ad once they made their way to the conference finals. So you can only expect return fire when you've been the one shooting all postseason. So this is fun. And I think this is kind of what the game needs. And I think Shay is in a very unique position. A lot of the conversation headed into this year on the branding front is who is the face of the league. And Anthony Edwards has been a strong proponent in that, and somebody we've been wanting to push forward, from his last year's amazing run to the Olympics, the Starting Five Netflix documentary. He's kind of had that position and had that opportunity. I mean, just watch a game, you see commercials from Sprite, Bose, Adidas, Foot Locker. He's everywhere, and rightfully so. He's got the game and the charisma, the energy and aura, or whatever you want to call it, to match. And so he's rightfully in that position. And Shay should be there too. I think he's somebody who has all of those same things. For some reason, we have put the criteria that the face of the league has to be American. So that may ding Shay a little bit. But I mean, he just won his first MVP. He's been playing excellent. His team won 68 games this year, and it looks like they're about to win a finals, the first in Oklahoma City. Like, there's just a lot of good energy and momentum that he's building, and Converse has been tapping in. They've been tapping in the right way. They built his campaign around the Shai 001s beautifully. Kicked it off at All-Star Weekend, and the playoffs and Shai's successes allowed them to do some pretty unique and cool beats. Kicking it off right with the gray colorway to tie in with his son's birthday, and then the black colorway to tie in with his mom and Mother's Day, and then the conference finals was dedicated to his wife. He wins the award and gives the speech, kind of bigging her up. And now we're going into the finals. Will we see another colorway drop? My bet is on a blue colorway inspired by either his brother or his dad, to kind of reflect that OKC blue, or maybe even a white. We'll see. But either way, they're doing what they need to do with the crown that they are in the process of snatching. So I just love to see that from them and Converse, and how they are really building and putting investment into Shay. And like I said, this transition in face of the league conversations gets real interesting because Tatum is somebody who's kind of been in the fringe of that conversation. And unfortunately, he's probably going to be out for all of next season with injury. So there's a big gap and a big hole that sort of needs to be filled in that way. So we'll see how this continues to go. It's been fun to watch brands get a little petty and creative with their copywriting. I think that's what this game is all about. So just wanted to shine a even further light on that. We'll see how this goes out east. We got Puma in a nice position with Tyrese Halliburton. They recently teased his signature logo, so you can expect some energy and momentum go around that as they look in position to win the East. And if the Knicks pull off a miraculous comeback, Nike will, I'm sure, put a lot of energy and effort into Jalen Brunson and make the best and the most of that moment being in that market. So it's exciting. I think the finals is my favorite time of year. It's the best basketball at the highest level. And it's always fun to see how brands kind of attach to that and elevate their players and moments within that space. So I'm going to be locked in, and I hope you guys are too. I was half expecting Adidas to kind of come with the AE2 campaign, start to tease it, roll it out. Maybe they were saving that for a potential finals push, but now that's kind of off the table, and Converse did what they needed to do. We'll see again if Puma jumps into the fray, and Nike is always a sleeping giant waiting for their moments to make their voice heard. So this is always fun tracking, and I'm really looking forward to the finals coming up. But let me know what you guys think of this kind of content. Like I said, looking to kind of go in depth more and provide more of my thoughts and perspective on things. If you like it, give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.